great. This is a vibrant and busy time at First Unitarian Universalist Church of Austin. So before we formally begin our worship service, we invite you to lend your attention to a few brief announcements that will let you know about some ways to get involved in the life of the church. First UU has partnered with First UU Syracuse for Beyond the Binary on Saturday, April 26th, that's this coming Saturday, a fun event celebrating and supporting our trans and non-binary friends. All are invited. First UU has covered all costs, so it's free, and we're even providing lunch, exclamation point. Pick up a flyer at the visitor table and join us. I have some sad news for us, but some happy news for her. Linda Eldridge, this is her last Sunday with us today, and if you don't know Linda, you will see her on the screen when we are saying our mission statement and at chalice times. And if you'd like to wish her well on her new adventure, you can join her in the house and hall after the service. First, each Sunday, one of our caring companions is designated to be available at the front of the sanctuary after the service to listen to any immediate pastoral needs and assist you with connecting to additional pastoral support if you would like. Today's caring companion is Jennifer Lolan. Jenny, would you please stand so we can thank you? And folks can identify her after the service. On each Sunday, we light candles in the sanctuary and along the windows to mark sacred moments in our lives. Although we do have a time set aside during worship to note these candle lightings, you are invited to light candles at any time before or during service when you feel moved to do so. Now, let all who have gathered in beloved community, whether in virtual space or in person, join our spirits in worship together.
Good morning, and happy Easter. Whether you are joining us online or here in the sanctuary, welcome to First Unitarian Universalist Church of Austin. We are a spiritual community dedicated to a free and responsible search for truth, meaning, and beauty. I'm the Reverend Michelle LaGrave, your co-lead interim minister. I'm a middle-aged woman with short, spiky hair and glasses. I'm wearing a pink blouse with a beautiful sunshiny stole, and my pronouns are she, her. It is a joy to be with all of you today, every day, but especially on this Easter morning. I especially want to welcome all of you who are new or visiting with us today. We're so glad that you're here. If you're joining us remotely, and if you can, please say hello in the comments and let us know from where you are joining the service. If you're here in person, please join us for a social hour after the worship service. Either way, if you'd like to fill out the online visitor form, that is at austinuu.org. That's the way that we could get to know you a little better if you are interested in getting to know us a little better. Whoever you are, wherever you come from, wherever you find yourself on your life's journey, whichever your pronouns, whether you've walked in or rolled in or dialed in, whomever you love, you are welcome here. You belong here. We come from a long tradition of seeing a spark of the divine in every person. It is in this tradition, this living tradition, that I invite you to greet the holy among us, either in the comments or by turning to those around you. Now let us greet the holy that lives in every single one of us this morning.
Once again, good morning. I'm Margaret Borden. As you might have guessed, I'm your lay leader this morning. My pronouns are she, her. I'm a white woman in my 70s with glasses, very short salt and pepper hair, and wearing a white dress covered by colorful flowers and vines. Please join me in the words by which we light our chalice. This is a flame we hold in our hearts as we strive for justice for everyone. This is a light we shine upon systems of oppression until they are no more. This is the warmth we share with one another as our struggle becomes our salvation. Our call to worship this morning is Love Brings Us Back to Life by Peggy Clark. Easter is a holiday of miracles. It is life from death, joy from sorrow, celebration from mourning. Easter reminds us that all is never lost, that the story continues as long as we are here to tell it. So gather up your worries. We are going to bury them beneath the ground and watch them transform into flowers of hope. pushing through the earth, reminding us on Easter morning that love brings us back to life, calls us from sadness, from grief, from anxiety, into a world renewed and alive and filled with joy once again. Please rise now in either body or spirit and let us sing together hymn number 361 in the gray hymnal, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In.
So full today. If you are sitting near an empty chair, just wave your hand so people know that that's a place they can come in to sit down if they would like to. Thank you. All right. One of the things that binds First UU together as a religious community is that the congregation has a common purpose. For First Unitarian Universalist Church of Austin, that common purpose is the mission. The congregation wrote it together and put it up on the wall in the sanctuary right over there. Every Sunday, church participants say it together so that we may more readily carry it with us in our hearts throughout the week. Let us say it together now. Together, we nourish souls, transform lives, and do justice to build the beloved community.
Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's all right. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's all right.
Here comes the sun, and I say
alright. It's alright.
I'm a small white human with bright blue hair. I invite the children to come up for a joyous occasion to recognize and welcome 5 young children into this world and circle of love. All kids, go ahead and come on up. I think we can gather over here perhaps. Depends on how many of us. There's going to be a lot. Yeah, just come on up. We're all going to do some dedications together. Hello, everyone. You can sit, you can stand. Whatever feels best for you. Okay. Oh my goodness, so many friends. Hello. I'm so excited to see you all. Okay. Okay. Every day that a child is born is a miracle, an opportunity to recognize the power of love, a day to give thanks for the beauty of this world, a day to recognize that no one is brought up alone, and that every person born into the world changes the world. Welcome to this circle of love as we work to dedicate ourselves and each other to the care and tending of these children, Akash, Ruby, Kieran, Kelly, and Thaddeus. We recognize all who have gathered here now and those who are away from us in distance and time. We honor the ancestors who have left this world but not our hearts, and we welcome them here in spirit.
Would the family of Akash and Ruby come right up here with me? Come on up. So, who would like to go first? Ruby. Okay. What is the name of this child?
Ruby Karmacharya.
Ruby, we welcome you and your unique traits and gifts to this church community. We bless you with this rose, different from every other rose in the world, as a symbol of your uniqueness. Water is the stuff of life, essential to life. Water connects all living things, all of humanity. The rose dipped in water reminds us of your essential connection with this community. Ready? May your thoughts be free. May your mouth speak the truth. May your heart know love. May your hands do the work of compassion and justice. Oh, that's your rose. There. There comes a smile. Okay. Akash. We welcome you and your unique traits and gifts to this church community. We bless you with this rose, different from every other rose in the world, as a symbol of your uniqueness. Water is the stuff of life, essential to life. Water connects all living things, all of humanity. The rose dipped in water reminds us of your essential connection with this community. May your thoughts be free. May your mouth speak truth. I know it tickles. May your heart know love. May your hands do the work of compassion and justice. Will the family of Kieran and Kelledy come on over? Would you like to go first or second, Kieran? Okay, great. Kieran, we welcome you and your unique traits and gifts to this church community. We bless you with this rose, different from every other rose in the world, as a symbol of your uniqueness. Water is the stuff of life, essential to life. Water connects all living things, all of humanity. The rose dipped in water reminds us of your essential connection with this community. May your thoughts be free. May your mouth speak truth. May your heart know love. And may your hands do the work of love and compassion and justice in this world. And that is for you. Ruby, we welcome you. Oh, sorry. I'm reading instead of looking. Kelledy, we welcome you and your unique traits and gifts to this church community. We bless you with this rose, different from all other roses in the world, as a symbol of your uniqueness. Water is the stuff of life, essential to life. Water connects all living things, all of humanity. The rose dipped in water reminds us of your essential connection to this community. May your thoughts be free. May your lips speak the truth. May your heart know love. And may your hands do the work of compassion and love in this world. And that's for you. All right. Thaddeus, last but definitely not least. We welcome you and your unique traits and gifts to this church community. We bless you with this rose, different from all other roses in the world, as a symbol of your uniqueness. Water is the stuff of life, essential to life. Water connects all living things, all of humanity. The rose dipped in water reminds us of your essential connection with this community. Ready? May your thoughts be free. May your lips speak the truth. May your heart know love. May your hands do the work of compassion and justice. And that's for you. Parents and godparents, guardians, everyone who is raising these children, are you ready to dedicate these children to the world? If you are, please say, "We are." Akash, Ruby, Kieran, Kelledy, and Thaddeus, we welcome you among us. We give thanks for your new life and for the new hope you bring. Members and friends, adults, youth, and children of First Unitarian Universalist Church of Austin, no child grows up outside the influence of their community, and no parent raises a child alone. If our hopes for Akash, Ruby, Kieran, Kelledy, and Thaddeus are to blossom, We must water them with love and commitment, creating the community for them that we wish to see flourish in their time. This is the important part. Ready? Okay. Do you promise to freely and wisely love these children, to offer them your steady presence and best selves, to nurture them and sustain them and their families as they learn and grow and change together? If so, please say, "We do." We do. Children and youth of this church especially, do you promise to welcome Thaddeus, Kelly, Kieran, Ruby, and Akash into your community and be an example to them as you all get older together? If so, please say yes. Yes.
Let us join our hearts together in the spirit of prayer and meditation. We give thanks for these new lives that have come among us. Each new child brings us hope for a new beginning. We see the great potential that lies in every human life, and we know these children will bring their unique gifts to the world, if we help them do so. May we recognize and nurture the unique gifts of these children, and through all the challenges and joys to come, may these children's lives be blessed with hope and courage and love.
Amen.
Amen.
As a reminder, today's service is an all-ages service, and we have our baby parade yet to come. So all are welcome to stay in the sanctuary if you would like.
This is the time during the service when we commit to the mission and ministries of this church by making an offering. We give out of our own so that together we might build a better world. If you are visiting with us today, please allow the plate to pass. You are our guests. You can give in a few different ways by going to austinuu.org and clicking on the link on the top right side of the page, or by texting your contributions to 84321, or by placing an offering in the basket the ushers are about to pass. Here in the sanctuary, the ushers will now collect our offering.
City sounds are floating around. I'm sitting on my doorstep, watching the world go round. When the crowd is
Your offerings have been given in love, and your offerings have been received with gratitude.
This reading comes from Gary Kowalski. Children, widen the circle of our being in ways that are limitless. Every baby that's born connects us to our history, our parents, our grandparents, and unknown forebears who brought new life to the world in each successive generation. Each baby that's born links us to the future, to a world yet to come that belongs to our descendants and that we hold in trust for our posterity, whom we will never know. Each child connects us to nature, to the innocence and exuberance of a world always hatching newborns, kittens, and pups, and lambs and babes. Each child reminds us of the kinship we share with people and of other lands who love their young as purely and tenderly as we do. Each child connects us to the universe, to the holy mysteries of birth and death and becoming from which we all emerge. Children widen the circle of our being in ways that are limitless. And so we celebrate them. We celebrate all of our children and youth. And this morning we begin with our babies with the baby parade. And we'll take a couple of circuits around the sanctuary, and then I'm going to start inviting the older kids in and adults and whoever else wants to follow the parade and celebrate those babies. Give a great big standing ovation to those babies. Please find a comfortable place in your seat. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so. And take a deep breath in. This is the time in our service when we center ourselves together, when we breathe together. There are so many worries out there in the wider world right now. It is so hard not to breathe them in. Today we're going to practice our breathing as if we were blowing our worries out into these giant balloons. One giant balloon for each worry. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Blow up a balloon with each breath out. As we breathe in and breathe out, we imagine all of those worries and troubles going away. One by one, we release those balloons. Let them flutter away, the air going out, our worries disappearing as the balloons deflate and fall to the ground. Breathe in, breathe out. Be present here now with this community that surrounds each one of us with love and care and joy as we celebrate this holiday together. Breathe in and out one more time as we enter into the silence together. Remembering that nowhere in the world is it fully silent. I invite you now to light a candle if you are so moved. Candles representing sorrow, joy, hope, remembrance, resilience, whatever it is that you need to honor during this time. As we light these candles, I invite you to keep in your mind and heart the members of our community who are ill or in sorrow, as well as those who are celebrating joys. Let us hold the silence together throughout this meditative time. And now we light one last candle for all those for whom there is no one to light a candle. A long time ago, I lost someone very dear to me, my brother, Mark. He died in a rather sudden and shocking kind of way. There were, and there still are, a lot of questions about how and why he died, even though he was in a medical setting. I was at first in shock, of course. I didn't know what to do with all of the questions, all of the unknowing, all of the loss, all of the grief. I was only 20 years old.
I can see all obstacles in my way.
I got through that first summer and the following months, my senior year in college, though I'm not quite sure how. The pain of the loss was intense. My 21st birthday, my college graduation were celebrated without much joy. They were more like ritual markings than actual celebrations.
Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind.
The grief was like a dark cloud that followed me everywhere. The following year, I knew that I needed a break from academics, a chance to get out of my head. I loved history, had been a double major in history and anthropology, was interested in working in a museum, and found the perfect opportunity: an internship on a 19th century living history farm museum in central Maine. I figured the physical labor would do me and my body good. So I packed up my bags and headed off to Maine. I lived right on the farm, milked the cow, cooked on the wood stove, made homemade butter, homemade everything, planted the gardens, taught in the one-room schoolhouse, fed the chickens, collected their eggs, led the animals from barn to pasture and back again, helped birth the piglets and a calf, rode horseback, learned how to live interdependently with the land and the animals and my fellow humans, became a vegetarian, slowly started to heal. Then one day, when I was driving my car somewhere, I turned on the radio and a song came on.
It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day.
And I noticed how the music made me feel happy, happier than I had felt since before my brother died.
I think I can make it now, the pain is gone.
The pain of my grief had transformed from a dark, stormy cloud into a shadow, still present, but out of my immediate sight.
All of the bad feelings have disappeared.
I didn't just enjoy the music, I reveled in it. I wanted to sing along and dance. Joy had returned to my life, and with it, hope.
Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day.
I'm telling you this story because it reminds me of the holiday we are celebrating today. Who knows what holiday it is today? It's Easter. Easter is the story that I want to tell you today. Do you already know the story? How Easter came to be? No. Okay. One of the ways we celebrate holidays is by retelling the story of the holiday. Sometimes it's new for some people. Sometimes people have heard it 50 times already. But we keep retelling the story and bringing people in, welcoming them into the story. Sometimes the story goes the same way. Sometimes we tell it in a little bit different of a way. So here goes. This is my true story. There once was a man named Jesus. He was Jewish, and he had grown up learning stories from the Hebrew scriptures. As an adult, he became a teacher, and he traveled all around the countryside and in the cities, preaching and teaching the old stories, but sometimes in new ways. He taught people to love your neighbor as yourself, to treat other people as well as you would treat yourself. He taught that people's lives were more important than religious rules, that you, adults anyway, should stop and help someone who is injured and bleeding on the side of the road, even if religious rules tell you that person is unclean or distasteful in some way. And he taught that children were important. The more that Jesus traveled and taught, the more followers he gathered. This was in the days long before social media, so gathering followers was a lot of work. He and his students had to travel from village to village, town to town, temple to temple, and mostly by foot. It was a lot of work. Even so, crowds gathered to meet him everywhere he went. You could say he went viral. And there were a lot of officials and very high offices who did not like that one bit. Jesus knew that his ministry, his teaching, was becoming dangerous, even though he was only teaching good things. So one evening, he gathered his students, who were called apostles, together for one last supper and one last lesson to say goodbye. He knew that he would be killed soon.
I can see all obstacles in my way.
And he was right. The next day, he was sentenced to death in a horrific way. He was a victim of what you might call the unfair court procedures and excessive sentencing of the criminal injustice system of his day. He was dead by nightfall, Friday, the Sabbath. His followers, his students, his family, his mother were devastated with grief. They didn't understand how or why this could happen.
Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind.
Dark clouds of grief followed them over the Sabbath and throughout the next night. Then on Sunday morning, some of the women went to the tomb where they had left his body to prepare it for final burial, only to find it empty. His body was gone, and they didn't know where it went. They, the women and his family and his students, began to see him and hear him in various places they gathered, as if he were still alive. This is a common experience people have, many people have, in the very first few days and weeks after someone dies. You might think you see someone out of the corner of your eye, or sitting in a favorite place, or think you hear them in the next room or in a crowd. I know this has happened to me, and I've heard many stories of others experiencing the same. Eventually, the people who loved him realized that they could make it now. that the pain was disappearing, or at least easing with time. They came to understand that even though Jesus was no longer with them, and they could no longer see or hear him, they could still remember him, and they could still tell the stories that he had told, and keep his memory alive in new ways. And they began to have hope.
Here is the rainbow I've been praying for.
Now here we are almost 2,000 years later, still telling the stories that Jesus told, still remembering Jesus, still celebrating with joy this holiday that we now call Easter. Still insisting that even if some people take Jesus' words and teachings and twist them so far as to be unrecognizable, no one can take our memories or our joy or our understanding of what his life meant away. We are going to celebrate his life and his ministry and his teachings today. Are you ready?
It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day.
All righty, everybody now, let's join in together. Dance, sing, wave your arms.
Please join me now in the words by which we extinguish our chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we hold in our hearts until we are together again.
Go in peace with love in your hearts, kindness on your lips, and compassion at your fingertips, blessing all others as you yourselves are now blessed. Amen, and blessed be.
Take some time, get away.
because I'm on